Introducing first, Christian Noir.
Welcome to Memorial Day Mayhem with Victory Championship Wrestling. I am your host, Jason Heat. We are here on Memorial Day 2022, and first and foremost, we want to thank all service members for their service. Starting off with Christian Noir in the ring, the bad omen from Louisiana. He preys on fears and insecurities in his opponents. We are with you on IndyWrestling.us, and our next event for Victory Championship Wrestling will be on Father's Day, June 19th. But in the meantime, Christian Noir's opponent is making their way.
His opponent, Keith Haught.
And as the Bearcat, Keith Haught, high energy and animalistic offense is their stock in trade. "12 years of pro, Keith Haught is looking to move their career forward. The non-binary beast from the wilderness. You know, gender is socialized, not in the wilderness. Roles and rules do not apply in the deepest, darkest woods of West Virginia. And I am joined by doing double duty today,
Double duty.
Mike
Double
Raddick.
duty. It is my pleasure. The pleasure's all mine over here. I'm just letting you know. You know, I got the call. I was in Las Vegas, Nevada earlier this week. I got the call to come back here. They're like, this guy Jason, he needs some help on commentary. And, you know, I'm here to get you over, kid.
I'm always appreciative of some assistance as our referee doing their job, checking our competitors. Christian Noir claims to be a practitioner of voodoo, but I have heard from some sources he's mainly all parlor tricks, and that involves a lot of dirty and underhanded tactics. We're going to see how that works in the harsh light of day here in the unforgiving West Virginia sun.
Now, this man's got a PhD in voodoo. You didn't know. It's not advertised. He doesn't like to put it out there. He's a very humble man.
I did not realize you could get a degree in voodoo.
You can. You can.
I have to sign up. You see Keith Haught trying to get the crowd involved here on the opening day of the McMecken City Pool, where we are having Memorial Day Mayhem in our first lockup of the event. Raddick, what are your first impressions of Noir and Haught?
Well, Noir, the upstanding individual that he is a wonderful human being. You should meet him sometime. You should actually go up, have a conversation with him, get to know him a little bit. He's a wonderful human being.
I think I'll keep my distance, but thank you.
Going against the Bearcat, Keith Haught here. The Bearcat.
The Bearcat.
I think I'm pretty. Mr. Haught here, he's got his work cut out for him. The voodoo is going to come in handy here. We're going to.
Hate to correct you, but Haught is actually non-binary, so not Mr. or Ms., but the non-binary beast from the woods of West Virginia. And unfortunately, now finding themselves in a bad situation as Christian Noir has taken advantage.
Christian Noir, you know, going to work, doing what he does best, and that's beating people up.
Christian Noir, known for ground and pound, wants to break you down mind, body, and soul. We're going to see how that comes in as Haught is peppering Noir.
Ouch.
And a thrust to the throat. I think the speed of the Bearcat is probably what most people don't know about Bearcat Haught.
I will give him this. He is a fast individual, but you want to know what the power of the
Well, right now they're going for a cover and only two.
That was a lucky two count. A lucky two count.
There was versatility and resilience displayed by the Bearcat.
Versatility and resilience, you say?
I have to say, honestly, I have seen more Bearcats in wrestling than I ever have in the wild. And as an avid animal fan, it is surprising. A rare sighting outside of the square circle for Bearcats.
I've seen plenty of Bearcats out in the wild, not in real life. You know, you just go a little south of Parts Unknown. It's about, you know, there's some woods out there to the south of Dudleyville.
Those safaris don't come cheap, and I don't make that kind of living on a commentator's salary as Christian Noir blowing a kiss. That was some disgusting, viscous liquid dripping from his tongue.
Ooh. Definitely do not want to be on the receiving end of that, like you're from the Bearcat here.
Bearcat trying to fight back.
That was a close fist.
Christian Noir
Ain't no cheer for the Bearcat.
taunting the McMecken faithful here.
This is how smart of an athlete Christian Noir is. He's going for the body shots on the much larger athlete in Bearcat Keith Haught.
Yes, but now it looks like Christian Noir has gotten into his head.
Well, these people need to know who he is. These people need to know who Christian Noir is, so he's going out there to let them know that they should respect the athlete that he is.
Sliding in is Christian Noir, and may have told the city of McMecken a little bit of his mind, but unfortunately it gave the Bearcat an opportunity to recover. Christian Noir taking advantage yet again.
Athletic ability right there. That is exactly what that was.
Lateral press. Shoulder up by the Bearcat, but
the referee's count. I think it was a little slow.
I think it's fair to say that one of the advantages that Christian Noir likely has over the Bearcat is cardio, and the longer that this match goes on, I would think that it favors Christian Noir. How do you feel?
No, you bring up an excellent point. You bring up an excellent point there. It's going to favor Christian Noir if this match goes the distance, so to speak. If it's quick, fast-paced, maybe the Bearcat pulls it out, but if it goes long,
you have to wonder what Bearcat has to do in order to turn things around, and perhaps it's simply to sit down. A crushing blow, literally, to the rib cage of Christian Noir. Can't taunt any fans if you can't breathe. Both competitors trying to make it before the count of 10, which would cause this match to end, and instead now a flurry of fists, or I should say paws, from the Bearcat. An Appalachian cryptid on fire is Bearcat Keith Haught here at Memorial Day Mayhem. For the first time, Haught may have it. And just barely Christian Noir able to get that left shoulder up.
Kick his head off! Yes!
He's calling for a beheading. That's unsettling. Aiming high with that kick, but instead Christian Noir with the leg, lariat, far leg, hooked! And Keith Haught showing their resiliency in the face of a constant stream of offense by Christian Noir. Not sure what Noir is doing right now. Wait. We talked about parlor tricks. There's something in Noir's hand, and now it's in the referee's eyes.
Oh no. You see, this is the kind of trick, you know, this referee got in the way, and now, unfortunately, he's paid the price.
I was about to say, whatever magic Noir had in mind backfired, but instead, it still worked out for him. There's no referee to count the pin, and Christian Noir rolling out, trying to see if he has any more of that magic powder or some other trick. Wait a second.
What is that?
What is he holding? Spray to the eyes of the Bearcat!
And look at that. He's trying to wash the Bearcat's eyes out, and look what happens.
Here is your winner, Christian Noir.
Christian Noir walks out the victor, taunting our McMecken audience as the Bearcat has been sprayed, and I don't think it was water, Raddick. I'm pretty sure. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, hi, hello. I am terrified. Oh, that was a deeply upsetting and scary moment. Okay. Wow. Ooh. Oh. Not feeling good.
Not feeling good.
I tell you what, there's one place I hate. It's from the Wild West. He is Cowpoke.
A long, long ways away from the ranches of Dry Rock, Wyoming, we see Cowpoke Paul. He's told me he's a fun-loving, bounty-hunting kind of guy, except his fun is picking the wings off flies and pulling cat's tails. Not a particularly nice guy is Cowpoke Paul. Today he's prospecting for gold, trying to, I don't know, change his life's fortunes here at Memorial Day Mayhem is Cowpoke Paul.
No respect.
Incredible hair, though. You gotta call it when you see it. It's great hair. I'm genuinely jealous. Cowpoke Paul calling for a microphone.
Hey.
It's not on, sir.
What?
He did you dirty.
Hey, what's going on? First off, Brokeback Mountain is my favorite movie, and I will hear no ill spoke against it. And next off, since this person booed, I'm not wrestling for just anything. The only way I'm getting back in that ring is if Zeke Mercer puts up that beautiful RSW Heavyweight Championship.
Well, suddenly, the idea of him prospecting for gold makes a lot more sense. He wants to win a title today.
You're on. Where's he at? I think he's scared.
I don't think Zeke Mercer is scared. I think Zeke Mercer is waiting for the respectful entrance that a champion deserves.
Hey, there ain't no problem with that. It's 2022.
Zeke Mercer.
Look how good he is. A real shoot wrestling heavyweight champion, Zeke Mercer.
No mercy, Zeke Mercer making his way to the ring. An accomplished mixed martial arts fighter. He has told me he knows he's not the fastest, and he knows he's not the biggest, so he simply has to be the best. And you know how he's the best? You know how we know that he can prove that he's the best? He is the real shoot wrestling champion, and he has been champion since September of 2021. Over 3/4 of a year, Zeke Mercer has defended this title. You know he's not scared to put it up against Cowpoke Paul.
No, I don't think he's scared to put it up against Cowpoke Paul, but he should be. You want to know why? Cowpoke Paul's from the Wild West. He has seen some stuff in the Wild West.
Certainly he didn't seem to have a lot of familiarity with a microphone.
He did not. He did not. Well, unfortunately, these are things you got to learn when you start out in the wrestling business, and what better person to teach them?
Zeke Mercer would like the mic.
Seems the microphone issue is affecting a lot of people.
All right, Cowpoke. I'll accept the challenge. You know what? I feel good. It's Memorial Day. I got food at home. I got barbecue cooking right now. Oh, I can't wait to beat you so I can get some of that. Woo. But you know what? I get it. You're new here, so you don't know what I can do. But you're about to find out.
Zeke Mercer, the official welcoming committee of Victory Championship Wrestling. The stakes are high. A title is on the line, but
This man,
I wouldn't say as important, but the man has barbecue cooking at home. He wants to get back.
The man has a barbecue, and that is important stuff. And I think that's why he's going to overlook Cowpoke Paul here, and Cowpoke Paul is going to be the new Real Shoot Wrestling heavyweight champion.
He does not work by the hour, but he does get paid more as a champion. He wants to leave here with not only the winner's purse, but the perks of gold, as Cowpoke Paul has come to try and steal some hard-earned hardware.
This is true. Cowpoke Paul is on the look for gold, you know. This is what cowboys do. They hunt for gold in the Old West. And
I don't think that's actually what cowboys did. I think that's what gold rushers did. But you know what? I don't have a degree in cowpoking, and I don't have a degree in voodoo. I'm learning a lot about what I don't know.
Fortunately for you, I do have a degree in cowpoke.
Enlighten me. What is Cowpoke 101, please?
Cowpoke 101. Carry a rope with you at all times. Carry your 6-shooter. Hunt for gold. That's pretty much all there is to it.
Lock up right now, and if this becomes a technical wrestling exchange, I have to give the favor to Zeke Mercer, disciplined in many martial arts disciplines.
Yes, Zeke Mercer, definitely technically sound. And tonight, we're going to see how sound he actually is.
Cowpoke Paul has never fought Zeke Mercer before. This is a brand new challenge. Mercer said, "You don't know what I can do. I am going to teach you."
I think I quoted him as saying, "You don't know what I can do, but you're about to find out." However, he doesn't know what Cowpoke Paul can do either.
No, I don't think any of us quite do yet. We can make some assumptions in the world of cowpoking, but we don't know what he can do in the wrestling ring. And so far, I am impressed as he just managed to reverse on Zeke Mercer. Even if it didn't last long, not many people can accomplish that.
Yeah, he's going hold for hold with Zeke Mercer, which is a good thing. This is a good thing. Maybe we've all underestimated Cowpoke Paul.
Strong headlock applied right now by the Cowpoke, trying to lasso up Zeke Mercer. Tame the champion, bring home the gold.
And look at that headlock there. That is a beautiful headlock.
Big ol' yeehaw! I think that is Cowpoke 104 in terms of the class listings.
You're in the master class now.
Every match with Zeke Mercer is a masterclass in combat, as we see right now with that beautiful head scissors takedown.
Oh, look at that arm drag. All right. Maybe there's something to this Zeke Mercer kid after all.
Zeke Mercer has taken Cowpoke Paul to school, and that happens to be professional wrestling school.
Don't worry, Cowpoke Paul's got a plan out here, and he's going to be taking somebody to Cowpoke school here very shortly.
As we said, here at Memorial Day Mayhem, it is Memorial Day. It is the opening day of the McMecken City Pool. We've got a great crowd of people who are interrupting their swims in order to enjoy some professional wrestling. We really appreciate you watching us
and actually,
on IndyWrestling.us.
Cowpoke Paul, he actually he closed the pool for an hour while we do this wrestling match. He wanted everybody to come over here and they respect his technical wrestling prowess here this afternoon.
Well, if he closed the pool, I think he's the biggest bad guy near the building.
Oh, today, probably.
It's hot. It's hot, and so is the action as Cowpoke Paul just pulls Zeke Mercer's neck across the top rope.
And right here, this is that Cowpoke 101 I was talking about.
You said Cowpoke 101 is having a bull rope.
Well, now it happens to be knowing where you are in a professional wrestling ring. Cowpoke 101, it's whatever you want it to be.
I think you should get a refund for whatever you put into your tuition. As the Cowpoke getting distracted.
I've got a PhD at Kayfabe University, and it's serving me quite well here today.
That's right.
I've got a tournament in Rio de Janeiro to sell you on then as the Cowpoke gets back
I'd win that
into
tournament.
the ring. Zeke Mercer. There's a real question. Sometimes Zeke Mercer, because of his size, is considered an underdog, but you have to wonder, how good do you have to prove yourself to be? How many titles do you have to win? How many matches do you have to win before you're no longer the underdog?
Well, this is a good point. I mean, I don't know what to tell you there. I really don't. you've got to earn your way through the world of professional wrestling here, and that's what these two guys are doing. And
to his credit, Paul absolutely working for it, going hold for hold with a master of the mat like Zeke Mercer. And I wonder if Zeke Mercer is distracted because on Father's Day coming up soon, he has a huge 6-man tag match teaming with Beastman and Andrew Palace against the Deplorables, who have been a thorn in his side for months. Do you think he's looking past Cowpoke Paul?
Oh, well, yeah, with a big marquee matchup like that, I mean, that very well could be. He could be looking past Cowpoke Paul, and that's why Cowpoke Paul is taking him to school right now. Bet you didn't think it was going to end up like this, did you?
Cowpoke Paul making the best of his opportunities. He came out here and said he was not going to wrestle until he got a chance at the title. He basically held up Zeke Mercer and Victory Championship Wrestling.
They made fun of his favorite movie, Brokeback Mountain, a cinematic masterpiece.
It is a very good film. I'm not going to listen. It's a very good film. I'm not going to talk any trash about Brokeback Mountain.
And you know, when he received that level of disrespect, he had the right to hold up the show for a little bit.
Right now, Zeke Mercer might wish he could quit, but he can't because his title is on the line.
Don't quit Cowpoke School. You don't.
Look at the strikes. A real change in direction for Mercer. You just see he really just turned, picked up another gear.
Well, see, maybe he's getting the hang of this now.
If, and it's a big if, Zeke Mercer was taking Paul lightly, he certainly isn't anymore. Good cover, leg hooked.
You see, Zeke Mercer, he might get an acceptance letter to Cowpoke University here.
Paul really showing something here at Victory Championship Wrestling. I'm genuinely impressed, not only at the fight, but the strategy to walk in, demand a title shot and get it. I think he's clearly a fan of another cowboy, maybe Jeff Jarrett. He knows how to hold up a promoter.
This he does. This he does. Hopefully not for the same amount of money, huh?
Big leg drop, but unfortunately it missed.
You see, Cowpoke Paul, he got a little too cocky there, messed up. Let's see if he can. Oh no.
Zeke Mercer definitely taking advantage. That's the thing. You can't make a mistake with Mercer.
You can't. I will agree with you there. You cannot make a mistake with somebody as technically sound as Mercer.
Holy Lord, I think Poke is unconscious. Paul, very much the worse for wear at this point, Mike Raddick.
He's still got a little bit of energy left. Maybe he can turn this thing around. It might not be looking good right now, but I got faith in my Cowpoke.
We mentioned it before. It's not just complaining. It is a really important context. It is very, very hot today, and that means each of these competitors are going to wear out as the day goes on, and Cowpoke Paul trying to finish it.
Yes, the weather is hot, the pepperoni rolls are hot, and the professional wrestling action is hotter than ever here in McClanahan, West Virginia.
McMecken.
McClecken?
McMecken.
We're
here at the McMecken City Pool for Memorial Day Mayhem. We've got a title on the line. This is the Real Shoot Wrestling Championship, and what an incredible accomplishment it would be for the Cowpoke to come home to Dry Rock, Wyoming, having successfully prospected for some RSW gold!
Oh, no.
Show no mercy!
Here is your winner, the Real Shoot Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, Zeke Mercer!
No mercy. Zeke Mercer showed no mercy. Cowpoke Paul talked himself into a title match. He also talked himself into a beating as Zeke Mercer takes down what was a very worthy challenger, and now Mercer can put full attention ahead towards Father's Day and his big 6-man tag team match against the Deplorables. Hey, it looks like Zeke Mercer is enrolling in Cowpoke School.
No, that should not be allowed right there.
Congrats to the champ.
You beat the man, that's one thing. You beat the man, that's one thing. Do not disrespect the man's cowboy head.
It was, we didn't know. It was a belt versus hat match, and Zeke Mercer walks out the winner.
In the white room with black curtains.
Memorial Day Mayhem continues with singles competition. I'm Jason Heath calling the action alongside Mike Raddick as Billy Knoxx makes his way to the ring. Fate's messenger, he calls himself. He says, it's not a problem. Don't beat yourself up when you lose. There was no choice. There was no chance. This was simply fate, and he is Fate's messenger. The kid, the child of a literal killer, Billy Knoxx, trying to carve his own path, and honestly is creating a very scary legacy for himself in different ways here in the squared circle. Very dismissive of our fans here is Billy Knoxx. A very intense competitor.
I think I look good, brother. I think I look real good, just like her.
Not endearing himself to this crowd whatsoever is Billy Knoxx. Not that I think he cares a whit.
And his opponent, please welcome Tad Jarvis!
The social media icon, the millennial man, Tad Jarvis. He wants to win to reward his followers for their faith and maybe get a few more clicks. Make no mistake, Tad Jarvis is very consumed with his social media following. That's absolutely true, but he does not take it easy in the ring. He's a multi-talented, multi-focused man, and we're going to see him go up against Billy Knoxx as he reaches out to all his followers on Facebook, Instagram, and even Twitter.
Even Twitter. Ladies and gentlemen, it's still around.
Much to all of our chagrin, somehow Twitter does remain. At least it's helping someone like Tad Jarvis, because it certainly is hurting the world. Here we go.
We've got Tad Jarvis, definitely a social media conscious professional wrestler here against a Children of the Flower here in Billy Knoxx.
Yeah, Billy Knoxx is a cult leader waiting to happen.
Ring the bell.
An unsettling scene here as Billy Knoxx approaching.
Billy Knoxx, he's a leader of a cult already. It's called the Great Wrestling Appreciation Society.
No! No! It's a genuine offer!
So far, it seems like the audience is wisely advising Tad Jarvis not to fall to what I think is the pretty obvious trap of Billy Knoxx. But hey, you got to try.
You got to try. You know, if you don't try, you can't succeed. You can't fail.
You can say a lot of things about Billy Knoxx. You could say he's dangerous. You could say he's desperate. You could say he's sadistic. But you can't say he's not polite.
He is very polite. He was very polite to our fans here as he came out to the ring, even though they were not to him. It's okay, though.
Jockeying for control. These two definitely in a feeling out process.
Where you gonna go now, brother?
Just based on what we've seen so far, power advantage goes to Knoxx. It's going to be the speed and technical ability of Tad Jarvis that might be able to pull out this win. What do you see about these two that impresses you so far, Mike Raddick?
Well, Tad Jarvis, number one, looks like a very conditioned athlete here. I must say, going up against a much larger opponent right now, which cannot bode well for him.
Looked like Knoxx might be going for a cover, but instead decided to inflict more pain. A very smart decision early to try and get a pin. Sometimes you're just sort of testing the weather, as it were, but instead these two trying to wear each other down here in the hot sun of McMecken, West Virginia.
Tad Jarvis was taking Billy Knoxx on a trip he wished he could have came back from. So
That's how we say, yep. No.
Maintaining a very good grip is Billy Knoxx on Tad Jarvis. This is not a great look for the social media icon so far. He's going to want to get some better gifts out of this match for sure.
Nice there. I don't like it like that.
I don't think Billy Knoxx is pretty concerned at all with how he comes off on social media. Maybe Reddit / serial killers.
Tad Jarvis will not be retweeting this beatdown. That's for sure.
Just fighting from underneath is Tad Jarvis, as Billy Knoxx so far dominating the very game. Very talented, but still somewhat smaller Jarvis. Only 2.
Billy knocks the crap out of Ted Jarvis. See what I did there?
I heard it. I didn't see it because that's how language works. But I'm still impressed. Just like I'm impressed with Billy Knoxx and the way he's managed to stay on Jarvis. Back cover. Very, very arrogant.
You call it arrogant, I call it confidence.
I think there is a point where confidence becomes arrogance, and when you begin to go past mind games and instead hurt your own chances for victory, I think that's when we cross that particular boundary.
Well, you can't hurt your own chances for victory when victory is 100% certain.
That is what Billy Knoxx would say. He believes.
That is what he said. I quoted him. That was from earlier tonight.
Yeah, I mean,
earlier in the afternoon.
He believes his victories are fate preordained. I don't know. I like to believe in free will.
Destiny.
No, honestly, now I feel like just to feel like I have any sort of agency in my own life, I have to believe that Ted Jarvis can win. I mean, genuinely, at this point, this is now not only a professional wrestling match, this is a battle over the very concept of self-determination.
This is true. This is true. And Ted Jarvis not looking very determined right now, though.
If Billy Knoxx is in fact Fate's messenger, Fate does not have kind words for Tad Jarvis, as Billy Knoxx has just been inflicting small, subtle, but painful additions to each of his offensive maneuvers. Tad Jarvis now with a chance to turn it around.
Oh, this isn't looking good. This isn't looking good now. I'm not liking this at all.
Tad Jarvis up and over. He really had to fight, and he earned every ounce of that back body drop. Unfortunately, Tad Jarvis effectively lawn darted into the turnbuckle. The actual hardest part of the ring is those steel turnbuckles.
1, 2, 3, and look at that. Didn't I tell you? I told you he was going to win.
Tad Jarvis took a bad trip from Billy Knoxx.
Hey, come on, Matt. What are you doing? Here is your winner, Billy Knoxx.
Well, it looks like it doesn't matter what we say or what we do. Fate has decreed all our endings.
Fate has extended his hand to one Billy Knoxx and afforded him a victory tonight. A good, clean win.
Tad Jarvis has fallen prey to the messenger of the hand of fate as Billy Knoxx with a great showing and an impressive win here on Memorial Day. We did have tag team action scheduled on the card, but this is some blatant disrespect towards the authority in Virginia Victory Championship Wrestling.
Smells like cousins getting married out here.
Maybe Saturday Night Special.
Our next contest is a tag team contest scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the Saturday Night Special.
More like a Sunday morning hangover today. These two had quite a night. I mean, really, it's a Monday morning hangover. That is the beauty of a weekend. 2 Saturdays for the Saturday Night Special. DD Vice and Marcus Twist interrupting our commissioner, and I can only assume maybe they want to show that they deserve a spot on the card at Father's Day Throwdown on June 19th. Candyman, Marcus Twist, DD Vice in the tassel bandana, and pants. You can help tell these two apart. And they are calling for a microphone. Maybe they have something in mind. Maybe they have something they need to say to explain their disrespect.
Well, good evening, everyone. Afternoon.
It's 2 o'clock.
My name is Marcus Twist, the sweetest independent wrestler in the business, and this is my hero life mate, D Vice, your mother's favorite wrestler. We came out here.
Come on, and I don't see a damn one here.
None of them. None of them. Disgusting. Disgusting. I don't know, are you? Are you adopted? You look adopted. We came out here to shake the very foundation of VCW, and it doesn't matter who they bring out here. Today, we're going to end up whooping their ass. That's what we're here to do. And we're not going to leave this ring until someone comes out here and catches one.
The
You got
challenge.
anything to say? They don't pay me enough to speak.
Yeah, when's he gonna get his real thing?
The challenge has been laid down by Saturday Night Special. We don't know who they're set to face, but I think I recognize the official state song of West Virginia, and that can mean only one thing. Mount Kilpis making their way to the ring. Paulie Kilpis loves hugs, just loves hugs. Oh man, I really do not want anyone to touch me right now, so I am gonna hide under this table for a little bit and hope that Mount Kilpis has other
man
folks
accosted me.
in mind. Yeah, I agree. Listen, I'm as big a fan of Mount Kilpis as anyone, but it is way too warm to be hugged by a hot, sweaty Appalachian oddity.
He'll hear from my attorneys.
Mount Kilpis, Paulie Kilpis, and Ganon the Hillbilly Shooter Green. Ganon found Kilpis one day walking through the mountains and decided, hey, I'll take this man home and train him to be a pro wrestler. And he did. And it actually worked out way better than you would expect that sentence ever to do so.
Wow, that's... Should have left him in the woods.
Saturday Night Special maybe regretting the decision that they've made.
I feel bad for these guys having a... Who hugs somebody in 75-degree weather right now?
It's way hotter than 75 degrees. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And that would be Paulie Kilpis. Paulie Kilpis, he loves hugs, man. He loves hugs. Big, athletic. He loves hugs and mud.
I remember the first VCW show. He hugged everybody in that building.
Literally every single person in the audience. 5 minutes straight of hugs.
It was 5 minutes of hugs. It's too many hugs.
And now
the office told me to tell him to get it down to about two minutes, under 2 minutes. Under 2 minutes of hugs.
Doing a great job so far of that as the Hillbilly Shooter is trying to keep Paulie Kilpis in the corner. And Kilpis has brought out his pet possum named Bo. And now he's hugging the referee.
He's got a pet possum?
Is it a conflict of interest?
Guys, 1-1. All right.
What, to hug the referee?
Yeah.
Yeah. They should be disqualified immediately.
I don't think it's a disqualification.
Oh, it's totally a disqualification.
I think it might be like just a maybe like, please don't do this. A kind chiding.
Okay, we got it.
And yeah, he does have a pet possum, and her name is Bo.
And one person from their team at a time.
He has a pet possum. Obnoxious little creatures. They tear your trash apart.
Speaking of obnoxious little creatures, we've got a Saturday Night Special in the ring. These are two.
Well, how can you call them obnoxious? They're two upstanding gentlemen that are just trying to make the wrestling world a better place.
Very loud, very obnoxious. I think the correct term might be a D-bag, maybe 2 D-bags.
I'm going to tell them you said that.
That's okay. They can listen to this match. They'll know.
You know, words like that hurt. Words hurt, Jason. That hurt me right in the feelings. That hurt
Words
me for them.
absolutely do hurt, but not as much as violence. I don't know.
And you want to know about and you want to know what hurt? Yeah, violence does hurt more than words. And you know who's the best at violence? Saturday Night Special.
Right now, they don't seem to know what to make of Mount Kilpis. I can't blame them.
That's what the Saturday Night Special is. It's pain.
Actually, I think the Saturday Night Special is when they go out trying to find hot moms. That's literally what they told me.
Oh. Well, hey, there's nothing wrong with that either.
No, and you'd think they would have a great time. We're here at the McMecken pool. They were looking for hot moms.
We're here in McClellan.
McMecken, Michael.
I can't say that. Sorry. We'll get it. We'll get it eventually.
Two very different styles. The mountain men from Mount Kilpis going against the southern style. They were trained very traditionally, says Saturday Night Special. All right, and the bell has rung. We are finally and officially underway. Oh, wait a second. He just took a man's possum.
As he should have.
Whoa. Please don't do that. No! Oh, Bo.
You can't put a possum in your pants.
Going where no possum has gone before, nor should. Oh, this poor creature. He just threw a possum across the ring.
I can't believe I just said that on commentary. You can't put a possum in your pants. What's happening here, Jason?
What is wrong? Oh, God. The possum just smacked against the U-Haul.
Well,
this is broken down quicker than
that trash panda found out. He messed around and he found out.
He's reviving Bo with the moonshine. Don't worry, she's of legal age. Possum years, it all works out. I promise. I promise you.
Possum years.
Possum years. I feel like I've aged several possum years waiting for this.
What is a possum year? What's the ratio possum years to human years?
Well, right now, Saturday Night Special, getting what they asked for with Mount Kilpis playing mind games. A lot of mind games being played so far by both these teams.
You know it's not happening anymore, hugs, and that's a good thing.
No. Well, technically, to start a suplex, sometimes you hug someone. Like right now, that could be considered a hug that turned into a slam. It's the journey from affection to violence that makes Mount Kilpis so interesting.
This is true. This is true. You know what else is interesting? Not hugging people.
This is Dee Vice in the ring for Saturday Night Special, going up against the Hillbilly Shooter, Ganon Green. Don't underestimate the shooter. He is a legit shooter and a former All-American athlete.
An All-American athlete, eh?
I also wasn't kidding when I said that I'm pretty sure that Saturday Night Special did come in hungover, and that is going to affect their performance.
You know, it's Memorial Day weekend. A few adult beverages never hurt anybody, as you know.
I'm not attacking. I'm simply providing context as to why they might be a bit more reticent and reluctant to start engaging very quickly. Sort of this extended feeling out process may be necessitated by their.
I mean, they are veterans at checking out hot moms and drinking Schlitz. Like they've had many years of experience in doing this, so I think they're going to be all right here.
Absolutely representative of that old school Southern style of pro wrestling.
Oh,
training.
Absolutely. It's in the manual. It's in Southern Wrestling 101.
Man, I've really been taken to school today.
I told you I have a PhD in kayfabe. No, yeah.
Southern Wrestling 101, Cowpoke 101, Voodoo 101. You really learned a lot. You learned a little about a lot. And right
I'm a
now,
fountain of information today.
Saturday Night Special is learning a lot about what it takes to try and climb Mount Kilpis. And here we see the hug monster himself, professional wrestling's most powerful Muppet, Paulie Kilpis. Listen, he doesn't even have to hug Saturday Night Special.
Paulie's
His very
still-
presence causes them to hug each other.
Yeah, Paulie's still mad about that possum, I think.
I would be. Imagine you have a pet possum. I know it's hard to
Imagine
try.
having a pet possum and taking him to the ring. That's animal cruelty. You don't know what could happen out at the ring.
Yeah, but imagine someone taking your best friend and putting them in their pants.
I don't understand why somebody put a possum in their pants. It just seems like a bad idea.
Paulie Kilpis just wants to hug. He just wants to hug.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
We all get into our careers for different reasons, and Paulie Kilpis wanted to find a career where he has the opportunity to hug as many people as possible in as short amount of time as possible.
And professional wrestling, a combat sport, mind you, is the place to do that.
Yeah, but it actually turned out to be pretty good. He meets a lot of new people and he hugs them all. He's a very satisfied career man.
I want to go home.
Very unsatisfied right now is Saturday Night Special saying that they want to go home. But I think
I'd
they
want
do
to
want to go home
go
with a
toe too
win.
if Mount Kilpis interrupted my great weekend of drinking and finding hot moms.
Let's be fair. Saturday Night Special set out the challenge. It was Mount Kilpis that answered. Anything that's happening right now is Saturday Night Special's fault.
We'll agree to disagree.
Marcus Twist. He may be the sweet and sassy son of the Independents, but right now he's looking very sour. This is not a happy man to be in here with Paulie Kilpis.
I'd be sour too if I had to get hugged by that man one more time.
Well, he's sweet, he's sour, but I bet they're both salty at this point given how much they're sweating, and that's allowing Marcus Twist to escape, using that to his advantage to slip and slide out of the grip of Paulie Kilpis. Taking a moment to try and gloat was Marcus Twist. Instead got twisted into a pretzel by Paulie Kilpis. What is happening? Jockey for position.
There we go. Saturday Night Special doing what they do best. Inflicting pain.
Well, they may be full of shenanigans, but they are very accomplished professional wrestlers and a very talented tag team.
I know they're not your cup of coffee, Jason, but yes, they are very, very, very talented tag team. One you should look out for in the future here.
No, I'm certainly impressed at how they've managed to turn their tides around and doing all this with one hell of a hangover. But this I cannot condone.
Saturday Night Special. Standing next to a mountain and chopping it down.
How do you take down an Appalachian oddity? You choke them. You choke them and you choke them until that oddity can't breathe.
And apparently you put their possum in your pants.
We can move on from that. I think we can all just let that one go. Except for maybe Paulie Kilpis. He's probably going to hold on to that for
He's going to be
a long time.
inconsolable for a long time after that.
Yes. Honestly, a lot of children are going to carry a lot of trauma from that
I will
moment.
say, yeah, Saturday Night Special, they really should have thought of the children before doing that, but we're here now.
Yeah, the resident therapist of McMecken, West Virginia, just got a lot of new clients based on the kids watching that happen to a possum. Helping local businesses here at Saturday Night Special.
That's what we do here at Victory Championship Wrestling. We help local businesses.
Just taking it to Paulie Kilpis.
Speaking of local businesses, you should visit our website if you would like to sponsor the great wrestling action that you're seeing today.
Here at Victory Championship Wrestling. Paulie Kilpis taking over.
It's like a double Japanese arm drag there.
Yeah, Kilpis may be bigger, but two still beats one. Pushing down was Mr. Twist.
I have to say, it's even impressive for two men to lift up a man the size of Paulie Kilpis there.
No mean feat to lift up the mountain of a man that is Paulie Kilpis.
That is a large gentleman.
Yes. What I'm impressed about Saturday Night Special is their methodical dismantling of Paulie Kilpis. Once they got an opportunity, they have not let it up.
And They don't let them ever. These guys have been in the business for a long time. They know how to get around that wrestling ring, and they're teaching Paulie Kilpis a wrestling lesson of a lifetime right here. Knocking the wind out of him there.
Pushing down hard. But one thing I'm noticing about the style of Saturday Night Specials, they don't seem interested in hooking a leg and getting a deep stack. There's a very standard cover that they're using that they're not varying from, and I'm wondering where that comes from. Is that training or is that arrogance?
Well, it's definitely not arrogance, because these are the two least these two are the least arrogant men you will ever meet. They're salt of the earth, I'm telling you.
I think you also majored in Kearney University, it sounds like.
I did. I got a PhD in that, too. I'm a very busy man.
Paulie Kilpis desperately has to try and cross the ring. I can't imagine how frustrated the hillbilly shooter is at this point in time, just watching his partner get absolutely beaten pillar to post by SNS.
Well, I know they both were in the back shaking in their boots when they realized they had to wrestle Saturday Night Special.
They chose to. They answered the challenge. They chose this fight.
They bit off. They realized very quickly they bit off more than they could chew.
I got to be honest. I don't know how much teeth they have to chew.
This is a point. Good point.
Saturday Night Special going almost for an octopus, changed his mind mid-body, and instead rolling up and finally Kilpis trying to stack up Marcus Twist. And the Candy Man,
oh no,
is taken to the ground, and for the first time, both men are off their feet.
And let's see if Paulie can make this tag. Then his partner can join on the fun of getting beat up.
By far, the freshest man in the match is Ganon Green. If Kilpis can do the seemingly impossible and cross that bridge, Ganon Green is going to immediately have the advantage. Slowly, both men making their way, and both get the tag.
Oh, wow.
An impressive display of power by Ganon Green.
What was that?
Innovative offense by the hillbilly shooter. Interesting decision to tag Paulie Kilpis back in so quickly. I'm not sure he's fully recovered yet from the beating that he took.
Paulie Kilpis looks to be in a bad way.
Ganon Green is joining him. And right now, Saturday Night Special has Mount Kilpis exactly what they want. What? It looks like the Mountain is doing the work for Saturday Night Special, and that was the Shimmering Lizard.
1, 2, 3.
Shimmering Lizard takes them out.
Come on. Here are...
Here are your winners, Saturday Night Special!
With the Shimmering Lizard Saturday Night Special, and they just spat the moonshine right into the face of Mount Kilpis. They were hung over. They might want a little bit of the hair of the dog that got them, but you do not steal a hillbilly's moonshine. That may have been a huge mistake.
Well, you know what? These guys Saturday Night Special, they're animal rights activists. They saw him give that possum moonshine earlier. They were just a little upset about it, so they gave him the receipt.
Saturday Night Special may have walked away with the victory, but Mount Kilpis stands as tall as their eponymous mountain as they walk out of the ring.
Introducing first, from anywhere but McMicken, West Virginia, he is Nathan Aulridge.
No good Nathan Aulridge representing the deplorables And this is an absolute grudge match in our main event here at Memorial Day Mayhem. A long-time rivalry hitting yet another note in their symphony of violence.
From the deepest, darkest West Virginia, he is the Beastman!
The West Virginian icon, the Stone Age savage from deepest, darkest West VA, Beastman, is making his way to the ring for yet another chapter in a long-running rivalry against no good Nathan Aulridge.
You know, I normally don't give respect like this right off the bat, but you gotta respect Beastman, one of the most powerful professional wrestlers in the game today.
And our next event on Father's Day, on June 19th, Father's Day Throwdown, you can catch a Fans Bring the Weapons match as Beastman teams with Andrew Palace and Zeke Mercer against Nathan Aulridge and the rest of the deplorables. And now the Stone Age Savage is calling for the microphone.
There's a reason you're over there sitting and not over here doing what we do.
Hey, Ralph, hold this.
Pathetic, lonely little man.
Hey, Nathan.
What?
Let's just be real, brother. June 19th, you and me got Fans Bring the Weapons. But I don't want to wait till June 19th to kick your ass. I want to do it right now. So you got the balls. How about you and me right here, right now in a McMecken street fight? Balls count anywhere. No holds barred. I'm going to throw your ass in that pool and I'm going to make you drown.
The challenge has been laid out for a street fight.
I'm not really going to have him drown, but I'm going to kick his ass. You guys like that, huh? So what do you say, big man?
I ain't afraid of you. Yeah, I'm not afraid of you. You want to go? I don't know if this is on. I don't need this damn thing anyway. I ain't afraid of you. I'll fight you. Take this piece of junk.
Nathan Aulridge having trouble with technology, but accepting the challenge. We officially have a McMecken street fight, and the threat is on the line. It looks like the goal of the Beast is to throw Aulridge in the pool.
You know, I must say, it's nice of the Beastman that he's not going to drown him now.
Yes, he did renege on the promise of murder. And I agree with that. And here we go! But he is going a clubbering in the ring as Beastman with those thick forearms straight to no good Nathan Aulridge.
I got to be honest, this isn't one of Nathan Aulridge's best decisions, going in the ring with a 400-pound man like the Beastman.
I appreciate, and I very rarely say this about a member of the deplorables, but I appreciate and respect the courage Aulridge is showing. But here's the thing, he is motivated by the fact that he feels forgotten. Aulridge wants everyone to remember just how good he is, and what better way to prove that in McMecken, West Virginia, than beating the icon Beastman.
You know what I would do in this situation?
I have no idea what you would do.
I would just cheat. I would rake the eyes. I would throw the kicks to the groin. Anything to get an advantage.
I don't think there's much you can do to cheat in a street fight. Everything is legal, and I think our referee is... What is happening? Is he trying to take off his shoe?
Beastman, maybe he's on a strict shoe diet right now. Maybe he's hungry.
Remember, falls count anywhere. This can go anywhere. Anything is legal as the
It can even go up on the highway here.
There are a lot of dangerous locations all around that this street fight can take place as the crowd is clearing the bleachers and Aulridge meeting it face first.
All the kids are already calling for him to go to the pool here.
I've heard a call for a table. This is the first time I've heard a call for a pool. They're about to get on a site. We've prepared. I'm going to go mobile. I'll see you later, Mike.
Nathan, your mom's so fat, she's all cold.
Ladies!
Is that your little doggy?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm gonna go get Beastman. Let's go get Beastman's shirt.
Back up. Back up. Back up.
Take it back to the pool. Beastman,
Look out, Bobby. Look out. Out of the way. Get back.
Get back.
Don't swim at the pool right now, where I should say the playground here.
Oh!
Yeah! Just got thrown right into his eyes.
Send him down the slide!
Down the slide! Down the slide! Down the slide! Down the slide! Down the slide!
I think Beastman would like to just toss him off the top of the structure.
Ride him like a pony down at Beastman! We gotta exceed the weight limit! Fair enough! Let's do it!
Beastman on the slide.
Don't get stuck! Don't get stuck!
Beastman coming down the slide. Jason here with you. We are going mobile. We had the action take us out of range of our microphones. It took a minute to catch up to the action, but now Beastman taking Aulridge towards that chain link fence. Just remember, this is the same kind of chain as in a steel cage. Beastman hearing the calls for yet another form of violence in the swing. Falls count anywhere here. And in this case, the fall actually hurts Aulridge. The gravel poking and pinching his skin on the ground. No good. Nathan Aulridge may have made a huge mistake in accepting this street fight challenge as the Beastman just hit back to hot metal. That would hurt on the best of days, but today extremely hot. That metal may be burning Beastman's skin, and he's just stuck in the aperture of this playground equipment. And Nathan Aulridge made the huge mistake of headbutting Beastman, but you can't headbutt Beastman. His skull is like stone. I hope to God we have insurance, because there are cars right there. He just threw Nathan Aulridge onto a car. Beastman inflicting damage to human life, to property. And now we're heading to a basketball court. Nathan Aulridge being shown exactly what Beastman thinks of him. Pretty sure the message is clear. Beastman thinks Aulridge is a piece of trash. We're going to follow this action wherever it goes. It seems like it's making its way back into the ring. We're going to try and follow this wherever it takes us. Good Lord, I've never seen such chaos. I don't usually have to walk.
You should have threw him in the pool.
All right, we're back at ringside. What a journey. What a day it's been.
You didn't end up in the pool. That's a plus.
I feel like I did. I'm very sweaty. So far, Beastman has been a gracious host, I guess, introducing Nathan Aulridge to the playground equipment, to a car, to some trash.
He didn't go into the pool yet, though.
Leaving almost no stone unturned as Beastman able to roll out of the way of the moonsault. Beastman got him in a goozle. Up and down, chokeslam, and a brawl has emerged. Half the locker room has come out, and it's totally legal, Mike. It's totally legal.
Exactly, 100% legal. You gotta love it.
This is a street fight, and now we see Mount Kilpis, Tad, Zeke. The locker room has emptied. Commissioner West has come out, but what can he do? What can you do, Commissioner? It's a street fight. There are no rules except Aulridge or Beastman have to become the victor, and Nicholas West has a microphone. I just heard glass break.
Hey! You know what we can do? We're not going to end the show this way.
They can clean
We're
that
going to
glass
have a
up.
12-man tag match right now.
Or a 10-man tag match.
I suppose if you can't beat him, join him.
Against everybody on the outside.
The only way to try and make some sense of this chaos is to turn that street fight into a 12-man tag. The Beastman-Aulridge rivalry will have to continue, but now we see there's been a lot of bad blood so far here at the pool, and we're going to see how much blood gets spilled in the pool during this tag team match. What are your thoughts, Mike?
Well, my thoughts are simple. You know, here at the end of the day, we've got the Cowpoke back out here, my favorite wrestler. Like myself, he graduated from Cowpoke University. We've got him out here.
Highest honors.
Highest. Magna cum laude.
Let's go, guys. Come on.
Yeehaw.
We've got the best tag team in all of professional wrestling. Saturday Night Special out here. Now I think Beastman bit off more than he can chew.
Here we see the Bearcat back in the ring, going up against the Candyman from SNS. The Bearcat rubbing the Candyman into their chest. Now Christian Noir making his way into the ring. We saw these two go at it before. Keith Haught, the Bearcat, wants some revenge. Here we go, yeehaw, it's cowboy time. Everyone is getting a face full of it.
I can't even put in the words what I'm seeing here.
It's only your job. Billy Knoxx, the latest to quite literally taste the Bearcats' offense, and here we see Nathan Aulridge, who just remember moments ago. Now Nathan Aulridge,
oh no,
meeting the Big Beast, Mini Beast and Big Beast together.
That is a lot of sweat where there shouldn't be sweat, man.
It's been a deeply weird day here at McMecken, Virginia.
I've seen possums in pants.
Sorry, West Virginia. Still weird.
Broken glass bottles, people getting threatened to be drowned in a pool.
Hillbilly Shooter bringing some technical expertise to the party. And here's Paulie Kilpis. You know what? I'm gonna go out on a limb. He's gonna try and hug somebody.
He's gonna, yeah, of course he is.
Man, you would think Marcus Twist would want no more of Paulie Kilpis, but Paulie Kilpis is trying to avenge his pet possum, Bo.
Imagine having to wrestle Mount Kilpis not once but twice.
I refuse. I won't do that kind of damage to myself.
I hope the payday's well.
Saturday Night Special were your winners of the earlier match. And now, the Cowpoke Paul, one of, I think, the most impressive people we've seen today, making their way in.
I'm glad you think so.
I do. What a matchup now. Cowboy versus Beast. Can the Cowpoke rope up this massive mammal?
Absolutely. He's the Cowpoke. That's what he does.
You see Billy Knoxx trying to get some advantage from the outside. Okay, Cowpoke. That is quite the attempt.
I will admit, that wasn't the smartest thing to do.
Hey, listen. You never succeed if you don't try.
Well, you know, when you graduate from Cowpoke University, when you graduate from Cowpoke University, there's some on-the-job training you still got to learn, you know? You're not an expert right overnight in professional wrestling.
Cowpoke Paul clearly a giant in his mind, but a child in the hands of Beastman.
That's a long way down. Oh, no.
Most of these men have already wrestled once today.
Oh, no. Threw him right on the brisket.
Absolutely beloved, the Beastman just.
Get your hands off my boy like that.
Oh.
Killing the bull that is Cowpoke Paul.
I gotta say, not smart decisions here by Cowpoke Paul.
Zeke Mercer, no, who's gonna get the tag? And it is, in fact, Tad Jarvis, the social media icon, looking to try and make himself a viral moment in this match. Cowpoke Paul turning it around against someone his own size. Beastman may have gone out of the ring a little too early. Cover, this could be over. Cowpoke Paul sort of poking the bear, or the beast as it were, taunting the other side. I'm not sure that's a great decision. No.
We got Saturday Night Special back in the ring here. Going to work on Tad Jarvis.
Yeah, this is Vice, one half of Saturday Night Special. Energized by having some of that moonshine earlier.
Referee making sure the Bearcat stays on the outside here.
Poor Tad Jarvis is really taking a beating at this point. Wrong side of McMecken has Tad Jarvis found himself.
It's the part of McClellan you don't want to be in.
I never want to be in McClellan. That's why I'm in McMecken.
Teaches people things. Get up.
I'm sorry, are you saying Pan?
Let's go, D, other way.
Billy Knoxx now in, the master of the bad trip. We saw him take Tad Jarvis for that trip earlier. Fate's messenger trying to send yet another devastating message to the Millennial Man.
Pay attention.
And somehow, some way, this 12-man tag is still less chaotic than that street fight. So great job by our commissioner bringing some order to today's event.
Bringing some much-needed order. I'm still a little upset that I didn't get to see somebody get thrown into the pool, but hey, we still got time.
Silent corner, come on.
The crowd firmly behind Tad Jarvis. In a short time, he's made a great impression. I think he's gotten a lot of followers so far today. I just see here, I'm watching, his numbers are ticking up, up, up.
His numbers are ticking up, 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 but just wait, Cowpoke's going to get back in there, and those numbers are going to go drastically down.
Tad Jarvis brings in the cleanup hitter, Beastman, with throat thrusts. Cowpoke goes up, Cowpoke goes down. And if there's one person in that team I thought had the best chance against Beastman, it was going to be Billy Knoxx, and he just swatted him like a fly.
Beastman, obviously the most powerful guy in the ring there.
Double choke slam to Christian Noir and Billy Knoxx, and here we see Keith Haught, the Bearcat, using every weapon at their disposal, including some unpleasant odors.
A lot of unpleasant odors in there.
Especially on a very, very hot day. Hey, it's effective. I don't like it, but it's effective. So's Billy Knoxx kneeing the Bearcat as Christian Noir just knocked the Bearcat into the wrong corner.
Louisiana strong.
Referee, look at the machine.
This is, at this point, a 5-on-1 beatdown in the corners. Christian Noir successfully baiting his opponents into distracting the referee. That is some ring awareness.
Definite ring awareness there on Noir.
Come on, let's go. 3.
The Cowpoke riling up the cattle over there. I've learned a lot today. I've also learned there's a limit to my ranch metaphors that I have.
You can subscribe and see this ass whooping all you want.
This right here, this is a Cowpoke universe. They call this taming your horse.
The Bearcat clearing the deadwood, and somehow the Cowpoke takes advantage.
Adjusted the Bearcat's eyebrows there, that's all.
A little bit of grooming you're trying to claim?
Yeah.
I don't think anything about the Bearcat intimates to me that they are interested in grooming tips. But honestly, if anyone I was going to get grooming tips from, it would be the Cowpoke. As I said before, great hair.
Yeah.
Bad person, great hair.
Oh, I think it's good. He's a good person.
The Bearcat in a lot of trouble.
Come on.
As Team Aulridge has done a fantastic job of taking advantage. What power by Aulridge.
I did not see that kind of strength coming from Nathan Aulridge.
Aulridge actually has a history of a power wrestler.
I see it. What do you say, Keith? Likes that one right there.
His strength is unassuming, and that's what makes it dangerous. There's nothing unassuming about Billy Knoxx. Just a scary, scary man. It was kind of fun. It was kind of joyful, even amongst the chaos and the violence. Nothing about Billy Knoxx is fun.
No, not at all. That is one cup of Kool-Aid you do not want to drink right there.
Absolutely not. Christian Noir just got his ribs crushed by a Bearcat. It is not safe to go in the woods here in McMecken, West Virginia. And finally, Zeke Mercer, quite likely the single best technical wrestler of all 12 men in the ring.
Steamboat-like arm drags there.
Absolutely, but I don't know how anyone can win this match when on the apron, reinforcements arrive well within 3 seconds. What could possibly finish this contest? We may be here until Father's Day.
Somebody better get thrown into the pool.
All right, Billy Knoxx is wandering towards us, so I'm going to leave. All right. Took a different turn. What is...
I told him to come over here.
Things have fallen apart right now.
I told Knoxx to come over here and say hello to you.
Zeke Mercer still in the ring with Christian Noir. Looks like sides have divided around the ring. And Zeke Mercer is your winner.
Here is your winner, Zeke Mercer.
A crazy, crazy brawl.
Oh, we're about to see it.
A street fight that turned into a 12-man tag. And now Zeke Mercer is calling for what everyone wants. They're all chanting. It looks like we're traveling. We're going to go back portable. We're going to try and call this action as long as it lasts. They're making their way to the pool. Things are happening very quickly. There's a brawl making its way across McMecken Park. Yeah, I'm here. I'm here amongst the fans right now as we're trying to follow the action literally wherever it takes us by the cars. And we see the Bearcat and members of SNS have made their way to the pool. You said it, not me. It is a crazy scene here at Victory Championship Wrestling. You can only see action like this at VCW. I'm watching Zeke Mercer get some revenge on Nathan Aulridge right now, taking him into the men's restroom. I'm hearing screams. I think someone just went into the pool. Kilpis has Billy Knoxx. Tad is holding the Cowpoke so far, and there was a spear, a pounce into the pool. Beastman just launched Christian Noir off the diving board. Tad Jarvis plunged the Cowpoke. He can ride a horse, but can he swim? Zeke Mercer just dumped another member of the team, and now Beastman attacking Aulridge with pool noodles. Or maybe that's Billy Knoxx. It's hard to tell. I'm staying well away outside of this chain link fence. There is a conga line of fighters making their way to the diving board. And we know Beastman loves to jump. Beastman calling for it. Calling for it. Elbow drop! Jarvis! Now it's time for Paulie Kilpis! And now the hillbilly shooter looks to be getting ready to continue what was once a professional wrestling match. The Bearcat! The Bearcat! The Bearcat can swim! Who says cats don't like water? This has gone absolutely nuts. And last but not least, the hillbilly shooter. Gotta give that an 8.3. Thank you so much for joining us at Memorial Day Mayhem on IndyWrestling.us. We'll be back for Father's Day Throwdown on Father's Day, June 19th. For Mike Raddick, I'm Jason Heat. What a show.
Bunch of bull hickey. You know what? Even
never coming back to West Virginia.
I've been treated better in Louisiana, and that says something.
Yeah.
You know what? We can't tell Brandon K about this.
No.
Ross can't know about this.
What happens in West Virginia stays there, man.
Don't you dare pose this, don't you? Don't let LaRusso or Brandon K know.
It's so nice.
Relaxing.
It felt so good. So good. It felt so good.
Kilpis! Yeah! Oh, lovely!
Thank you guys.
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.